and girls, this is Encrypted Black here. So I'm gonna give you another update on what has been happening in the Luna Classic Terra Luna Philoster. So we have some news coming out that supposedly the Supreme Court in South Korea has issued a arrest warrant for Do KWon. Do KWon is basically the founder of Terraform Lab. Terraform Lab is the cryptocurrency producer, or should I say blockchain company, that is responsible for the algorithmic stablecoin that got depeg UST, which is formerly known as USTC now, which I'll talk about. Oh no, I am stuffy. Okay, so last night I was up and I'm actually looking after some coffee now, so because I want to see if I can go in on some trade tonight. Need to get in on some trade. Hopefully, I currently need around $35 so I can purchase I've actually purchased 70% of the BitTorrent token today. Yes, so want to purchase $35 worth more once I can take that profit from the market. I'm adamant that I will be able to take it from the market. Yeah. So I will be making a video as how to stake your BitTorrent token, and as for that, I know the APY, annual percentage yield, has dropped from 19.5 to around 15.4 now. So there are many more persons that are staking. That's very good for BitTorrent because it has huge potential. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it has huge potential. So that's basically that though. However, Terra Luna. Let's go into my account here on Binance and look at the Terra Luna. What has been happening with Terra Luna Classic, right? So Luna Classic, it has been struggling drastically. It has been struggling, and tonight I'm expecting that it will even fall lower. It fell and it started to. So today it fell to 25.4. You know, it didn't fall at that level last night, but it fell really, really hard. And you know, if for those of you who were up at that time, you know, thank God for my coffee, else I would missed out on few opportunities, because my intention with Luna Classic, when I got in at 36.5. That's where I got in. Saw that it fell down. It fell down to around 36, and I did not sell. Go down to 35, came up back to 36, and I did not sell. I thought that it was going to go high, and then the whole thing just keep on tumbling down. But I've known how to really trade these kind of volatile tokens. Whenever you see a downtrend of red candles, do not buy. It's gonna bottom out. Even if it stop and go up, do not buy. Wait, just give it the time. It's gonna bottom out, and this is what we're seeing here right now. Even though you see, you know, it has bottom here and it's coming up, wait for it. Tonight is a total different thing. Remember, I told you the other day that Luna Classic was gonna crash. I told you it happened. Right? Now, do I expect it to go further? Well, I am expecting it to go back to that 10 level. That's basically where I'm expecting it to go. It can happen tonight, it can happen some other day, but that's exactly where it's going to go, because it's the first in a day that the Terra Luna Classic it has been trading at the 27.30 level. It hasn't really gone over that. Since this morning, it went up to 31. It has never gone up to 32. See what I'm talking about? You see that? You see, I tell you that even though it went up there, it's gonna bottom out, right? Now, many of you may be wondering why is this happening. So supposedly, that bad news about that Do KWon, the South Korean DOJ, Department of Justice, is seeking him for some alleged mastermind behind the whole $40 billion Terra Luna. And what has happened with that is that Voyager got bankrupt. Voyager is a lending platform. There's another one. I'm gonna go into the news for you to see it, right? So, yes, Celsius Network, they lost more than 50% of what they had in Terra Luna because of what happened to Terra Luna. So you have to be extremely careful, and that is why I'm adamant that sometimes you'll take risk and so forth and think about, okay, the price is not gonna go down, because that's what had happened to me last night. I went in on Luna Classic, think that the price was gonna go above that 36 level. You know what it did? It went on a downward spiral on me, and I had to make swift evasive action. I had lost some money, and then I went over to USTC to see if I could recoup it. You know what happened? I lost even more, and then it was Luna 2.0 that had saved me, right? It was the Luna 2.0. I'm grateful for Luna 2.0, even though I was never a fan of it, but it's a Luna 2.0 that has saved me drastically and have allowed me to make a profit today, right? Very grateful for that. Now, coins are going to go down further. This is not financial advice, but look at the downtrend. Look at the downtrend. This is the first that you are seeing the classic here for a day, and it has not recovered drastically. It has just maintained that 30-ish level there, and now it's coming down. One thing I've noticed is that there isn't much pressure, like selling pressure, buying pressure. Not seeing much of that like last night. However, we're gonna look to see plenty of that. I do not know if Do KWon is planning to sell the bags that he has to to fork up some money for legal battlers and so forth. But even with that, I think that, I don't want to cast judgment. I don't wish the worst for anyone, especially in a time like this, right? But I think that some responsibility he should take. But he is very arrogant. Yes, he's very arrogant, because even when the community said he should just work on the current Luna, which is now Luna Classic, he did not want to do that. It is alleged that he even cheated the voting mechanism on Terra Station to get his way, right? So he basically cheated the system to create another token, right? So all of those deceitful behaviors has come up to haunt him, and they are the one that is stabbing him in his back right now. So do I feel sorry for him? No, I do not feel any remorse for him, because many persons have lost their life. Many persons has lost a lot of money. Many had made quite a lot of money also. But I do not feel sorry for him. Neither do I condemn him outright. But what he did and what he could have done Because even up to the night of the crash, I was right there, didn't have any money to purchase anything though, right? Did not have any money to purchase anything. And just to see how everything unfold, he could have done many, many more than what he did not do. Because people will not see what you do, but they'll see what you did not do, right? So we have to talk about what he did not do, right? He did not consult the community and say, hey, this is what is happening to UST. Now we have to mint more token. He went ahead, like he knew what he was doing. So he went ahead, mint more token. I'm feeling stuffy. Mint more tokens, right? So when he had mint more tokens, the market started to react. And for him to have privilege, and I'm sure you're gonna say, oh no, it's the validators that mint the tokens. Sure that he was the one behind it. Yeah, he was the one behind it, because his supposedly reason was he's trying to save the UST. Alright, and that did not work. And I do not know which school he went to, or even which college he went to, because sometimes you have to question the authenticity of some of these so-called developers, because if there's recession or if there inflation, why would you print more money? And that's just basically what he did. He minted more Luna, right, to compensate for the USTC depegging. That's what he did, and that is what caused the crash. So while persons were buying the Luna token and feel that, okay, everything is good, he was, on the other hand, minting more Luna token. He was increasing the supply. So you were getting the Luna at the price proportional to the amount that was being printed or minted, right? No one knew about that, right? No one knew that he was doing that up until the other day when person said, was like, wow, the supply has been exhausted, right? Because he was doing that to try and save the UST, right? And if you just look at how stupid he was, sure he's still stupid. Don't really want to call anyone stupid, because no one is stupid, but they just don't do the right thing at the right time, right? Now, supposedly he had what, 1 point something or 2 point something billion dollar, and he purchased more tokens trying to save the said goddamn UST. It went to zero. So he supposedly would have lost that money also, plus the 50 million that got wiped out from, no, the 50 billion that got wiped out from the market within 48 to 72 hours, right? So that's what he did. That's what he did not do. Things that he did not do, he did not inform the community as to what his plans were, right? And even when it went down to the nitty-gritty, chain was gonna restart, he did not want to rebuild or continue to build on the current ecosystem. He wanted to forget about it. And even now, there's proposal from 4 months ago. He did not give it any thought. So now that they are giving it some thought, and he doesn't understand that Luna Classic is what the people really want and not Luna 2.0, right? This guy cares zero about anyone. He does not have any remorse about whoever lost money and what his action. Because you don't need to listen to what someone say, you know. Just look at what they do. Don't listen to me. Look at what I do. His action tells it all. Because He went silent when the whole philosopher happened. He went silent. He went dark. He even private his profile on Twitter, right? Wow. Just like that. So I'm just wondering if these so-called developers, that is why you see I'm very keen to go into projects, because certain projects I'm just not going to go into those projects. Just not going to go into certain projects. Right? And who would have thought that Terra Luna Classic, Terra Luna would have really wiped out $40 billion from the market in less than 72 hours, right? Just like that. So you can see that the picture may be vivid and clear to you that, okay, that's a rug pull, that's a rug pull, that's not a good project. But even the good project, they are susceptible to these things because of corrupt developers who has their own way and they're very selfish and they don't care about common man, the community. They do not care about it, right? So do I see a way forward? This Luna Classic is gonna job further. Trust me. Let us check out the Luna. Alright, so as you can see, it went up to a high of I think it was 3.17. It's not 4.5. 4.5 was last night when it fell. The low was 2.2 there, right? So I'm looking for further down in the night, in the morning. You're gonna see Luna go back down because it is following Luna Classic. So if Luna Classic drops, this is gonna fall also. That's basically what's going to happen. Even though you can see some consolidating happening here, it's not gonna hold out. It's just not gonna hold out. It's gonna fall because you can see it is down by 31.993%. Right? So Luna is gonna fall. Luna Classic UST is gonna fall. As what I told you guys that the UST was gonna fall. I predicted it and I've seen it. So I'm certain with what I am saying. I'm certain because based on the news that the DOJ in South Korea issue warrant for his arrest, right? So those are negative and it's gonna impact the market. However, I believe that the market is being manipulated. I believe, because even last night to this morning when I was on the market, I noticed each time when there was a huge sell, there was a huge buy. Each time when there was a huge buy, there was a huge sell. Right? So basically persons were selling, making a profit, and then persons were just buying and taking a loss. Right? Price down on them, what they have to do is just sell and run. Right? So I noticed that the price were being manipulated last night. I don't know if you guys noticed it, right? And the Terra Luna Classic has come under so much pressure now that it's actually impossible to go back up to that high. Trust me, it is very much impossible for it to go back to that high. Why do I say that? Because of what I've seen in the market. It is really struggling to touch that 32 level, right? And the amount of volume is fine. However, there are big whales that are selling as soon as the price goes up, and they're buying it to inflate it a bit. So when you see those green candles coming up, if you're not very fast or if you're greedy, you're gonna get burned, because as soon as they see that green candle, they sell, take their profit. Right? You have to be very vigilant. Right? Not gonna make this video very long, but we have more things to discuss. I'm gonna try and see if I can make another video.